Hey guys, Matt, IronTrap Garage, and it is another week in the life of IronTrap where we show you guys just all the stuff that doesn't make it in a video, but we do in a course of a normal week for IronTrap. So this week we got a bunch going on with it becoming a little warmer out and starting to get close to spring. That means there's gonna be a lot of car shows and different events and swap meets and things that we have to get ready for or that we just plain want to do. So for this week we got a lot going on. Carlisle is actually next week, so we're going to be working on getting the trailer and all the parts sorted and everything loaded for the show. I know Mike's got to go pick up our new t-shirt design, so we'll be showing you guys that at the end of this video. We got 2 interiors coming together, so we're going to be getting, it just so happens that we have 2 different people working on interior. That's all coming together this week, so we're going to be working on that. Trying to take the stroll car out for kind of one of its first drives outside of the neighborhood, and all kinds of stuff. You never know what we're going to get into this week. So we're going to take you guys along for a ride and show you just what is happening in the madness that is IronTrap Garage. Pieces flying out.
Don't worry, those were extra pieces.
Oh, all right, we don't need those.
No, those were extras.
Pay no attention to the cutoff valve springs.
Right.
Stuck valve guys we had to break. I don't know what this is from. Is that one of the rod?
Yeah.
Bolts?
The rear cap there.
Oh,
There should be, the other one's probably underneath it.
Okay. One junk block coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, one piece of scrap iron.
Just not saving the bearings anyway, is there?
Nah, I mean, as much as I would love to reuse them, I don't know if I could bring myself to do it.
Yeah. Alright. Well, if we can put this on a... Oops.
What, do a dolly?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just to get it to the door.
Yep.
Alright, let's see. We're getting close here to putting a seat in.
It does look nice.
Yeah, they look cool. The color choice and all the... He is sure that there's chipmunks. You were pushing me out of the way.
There's gotta be some in there. I mean, look at this. There's gotta be in there. Right, buddy? There has to be. There has to be.
And I need that. I'm like a needy dog. Why are we in?
He's really, really interested in helping right now. I really like putting seats in.
Welcome to my dog. Moon is the star of the show everywhere he goes.
Yeah, right?
Okay,
wait, hang on a second. It's time for my close-up.
All right, it is Wednesday here at the warehouse. We are in full Carlisle mode. I'm getting everything priced and labeled for Carlisle. That way we are prepared for when we get there, put it all out on the table. We don't have to do any pricing or any of that stuff. We're just ready to go for when people walk up. As you can see behind me, majority of the West Virginia sheet metal is put away. I actually have 2 piles over here. I'll show you real quick that we are working on going through. One of the piles right here is non-labeled, no part number, unidentifiable. I gotta do a bunch of research through photos or ask for some help on the internet to try and figure out what a lot of this stuff is. And then this pile over here has part numbers, but it all comes up as either discontinued or with the part number, it doesn't come up online. So we'll slowly work through these piles. We're headed back to West Virginia to get more. So these piles will be a little bit bigger when we get back. So I got this little pile here too. These are Schofield patch panels. I need to figure out what exactly they fit. I'm unsure. I got to do a little research, maybe find a book, sales book that has the part numbers in it to figure out what they fit. Matt just got back from Charlotte. He was there last week. Got a few things I'll show you guys. A set of bubble skirts for like a 39 Ford Mercury. These will be available for sale. I believe these are aftermarket, like Foxcraft. Picked up some chrome water pumps, aluminum flywheel. I gotta figure out what that fits. I think it's small block Chevy. Some brake parts, redone set of front and rear backing plates, some F1 backing, front backing plates with drums. I'm trying to think what else. You got a set of Dodge artillery wheels, which Ryan is currently in the back redoing. A really nice 37 to 39 windshield frame with hinges. That'll be for sale at Carlisle. I got a pair, I don't know where the pair went. A pair of 40 Ford accessory trim rings. We found another one at the shop to make 3. Maybe we'll find a 4th one at Carlisle. But these are some of the smalls he got. He found another S22 wheel, which I just put away. So that's exactly what he has in the Schroll car. So he got a spare for parts if needed. Some stacks. That's really neat. 10K twin blue line tack. Super, super nice shape. This is probably the find of the week. Paid very, very, very little money for it, surprisingly. 35 Ford horn button. He got a 40 Ford steering wheel, which I put away as well. Found the horn button for it. Mirror. Pretty neat crescent needle. Oil pressure gauge. Another Stuart Warner speedometer. 160 mile an hour. Really neat boat panel gauge. Stuart Warner. Crescent needle gauges on the sides. Set of 40 Packard taillight lenses. I didn't unpack them. I don't want them to break. And then there's some turn signal stalks in here. And then he found this, a pair of these, which are pretty neat. These are Art Deco headlights. That would have been, they were on the Eddie Dye Roadster, I believe. Really decent shape. They need a little steel wool in, but these will be at Carlisle for sale. So I'm gonna get back to work, going through price and stuff, getting things labeled for Carlisle, and we will see you guys there. Spots K1 through 3, those are our new permanent spaces for spring, so we'll be there every year. So let's get back to work, get all this labeled and priced, and get ready for Carlisle.
Yeah, right?
At least when Schroll got it.
Right.
I think we're just off with that whole booklet.
Do you think these were the ones off the car and he had them chromed?
I have a feeling because it didn't have any on it when I got the body. There was no garnish molding, so
okay.
I'm wondering if he had them chromed.
Right.
Looks sweet. Chrome garnish molding. Yeah, that's the ticket right there. It probably still needs some clearing out though.
It could, yeah. That's not bad. I mean, for an overhead valve engine, if it's under 200 degrees, you're all right. 200 hot.
I just mean for how cool it is today.
Yeah.
It probably should be a little further down. So I think we just keep clearing it out.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
We're getting up near 180 and we've been moving like this, so you would think it wouldn't really be heating up much.
Right.
So we might have, who knows, we might have found some more stuff.
Yeah.
Found its way.
Yep. And the tubes in the radiator could be clogged. Yeah. All that junk we got out of there,
Yeah.
you just don't know without seeing
Definitely
it.
not good, yeah. I'm just hyper aware, that's all it is.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yep.
Hey guys, it's Friday and it has been a crazy week. I haven't really done a lot of talking updates. I know Mike's been busy working in the warehouse. Steve and I have been trying to tackle interiors all week, and we have a couple videos that probably by the time you see this have already come out. We got the interior in the Forgotten Hot Rod, the 39, and that is getting way, way cooler now with that new interior. We got the 32. Did a little bit of driving in it, which was cool. We took it for lunch and got the interior and all the chrome garnish mounted in. It's looking good. Downside is I did a first fill up of the gas tank, and we drove it around, and of course, somehow with a brand new gas tank, there was some kind of grinding dust or something in the tank. Everything is new in this car, and it somehow got into the carbs and was blocking the needle valve or the float valves. The two front carbs were flooding the engine when we got back from eating lunch. So Steve and I went from like hooray to boo. So Steve found the issue. You know, we opened the carbs up and we found inside there was like, you could see almost like, it was almost like media blasting sand, but not, I don't know, it was really fine. It must have got past our filter at the pump. We have a little tiny filter in front of the pump. So what we're gonna do is put a better filter right out of the tank, and hopefully that will solve that issue. Us driving around and filling the tank up with gas must have stirred up some of that crap, and that caused an issue. So we're working on that. We're hoping to have the car together so we can take it to Jalopy Rama in Maryland in the first weekend in May. So that should be, it's always one of our favorite events. So what I have going today is, we have a bunch going on. We have the gutters going on, the building finally. We got those going on the new addition. I have to go visit our buddy Jared. I'm gonna hop in the car and go over to visit him. He has been working on an adapter for this really cool, I'm gonna try and sneak back here for you guys. I have this chromed out old Lincoln Y block. And for anybody that doesn't know or doesn't remember, I have a 32.3 window hidden at the warehouse. And this is the engine I plan on eventually putting in it. So we want to put a 37 LaSalle behind that. So I've been working on getting the parts to do that. So we're going to visit Jared, and he's been working on making a prototype for the adapter plate for that. And Jared's usually got some interesting stuff. Hopefully we can catch up with him. And then I gotta go run to Kate, get a haircut, and then get back to the warehouse to help everybody get loaded for Carlisle. So should be a pretty busy day. We're down to the wire with the Carlisle stuff. So I gotta jump in one of these old cars and start driving around. So you 3D printed this.
Yeah, this was 3D printed.
So why is it two different colors? I'm not educated on
I ran out of material.
Oh, okay.
I was using up material, so it just since it was just a test sort of.
Right.
I just did what we did.
But man, that's like, you can tell how hard that plastic.
I forget how I even printed it. It's because you print it kind of hollow.
Okay.
So I don't think this is printed solid, but I printed it with a pretty thick wall.
Okay.
So because you can set how thick the walls are, the top and bottom surfaces.
Okay.
And then like any penetration has those walls.
Yes.
And then the inside it makes like a honeycomb, so it saves material, and it's still incredibly rigid. And,
yeah.
You know, I mean, you pull on it, you're gonna break it. You know, you bolt a transmission, just put it in a car. I'm sure you'll break it.
Yeah.
But it's pretty damn strong.
Yeah.
So, the only thing I'm not positive about, this bolt hole didn't want to line up right, and oh yeah, you can see it's just a little bit off.
It just needs to.
But I think it's partly shrinkage in the plastic.
Okay.
Because this probably doesn't exactly match the model.
Yeah.
When we make it out of aluminum, it'd be a little different. So
well,
I
plus
think,
you're centering here. You have a location here, so if that's tight, even if you have to open a hole up a tiny bit, I guess.
Right. You can shift stuff around. I'm sure it'll be within tolerance when we're.
But you just took this shape here, or I gave you a trans case, didn't I?
No, we left the trans case. We just did these. I just had the two bell housings.
Oh, I thought I gave you an empty trans case. Okay,
I don't think so. I think when we did it, because the trans, the trans matches this.
Yes.
And I needed to match this, so I took both of these because
you just took the measurements.
I took the bolt measurements off.
Okay.
Actually, here I turned a bolt that was kind of tight.
Oh, okay.
And I just cut it to a diameter that I could sweep with an indicator. So it would give me the location. So I moved that bolt around.
Cool. So was this part kind of difficult to that was what I was worried about.
That I kind of that at some point I took some measurements. Mm-hmm. The machine surfaces are obviously what matters the most.
Yeah. That looks cool. So,
but actually, what's neat you were mentioning with this. So I take measurements, but if you take a nice straight-on picture, you can as you're drawing. Like I had the bolt pattern drawn and the hole and the diameters drawn. Then you can put the picture on what they call it's like putting it on the surface, and you can make it kind of translucent. Oh, so then in your CAD model, you can have the picture sitting there, and you can just sketch and then add dimensions and make it like fit how it should fit.
That's a whole nother world to me.
It's pretty neat.
That's really cool. Yeah, that looks good.
sitting
Bird
here
in.
stale.
There's the Stanley, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one we rode in at the picnic for the one video.
Yep. Yeah.
She's, are you doing some work to it right now?
I
Or?
need to. I haven't had it out for way too long. So. But I got the speedometer to put in, and I got a bunch of little knickknacks to do.
And what year is this again?
1919.
Stanley. That's cool.
Yeah. And there's the Lincoln 25.
Oh,
LeBaron Lincoln.
it's beautiful.
It's a beauty of a car, and it runs great.
That's awesome.
I'm the 4th owner of this car.
Really?
Yeah.
And where'd it come out of?
It's a neat story. It came out of course, I'm going to mess this up. It was North or South Dakota was where it was originally bought. The guy had a Model T dealership that he convinced his parents, who had a hardware store, to get a Model T dealership. So they set up they financed him to do a T dealership, and did really well. So in 1924 or 5, whatever, went to the New York Auto Show and picked this car out with the disc wheels and everything. He thought it'd be better in the dust and mud, and took it back and drove it for a couple of years. Took it to a World Series in St. Louis or something.
Wow.
And then got self-conscious about having it selling Model Ts to everybody, and put it on blocks in the basement till the 60s.
Yeah, this is very...
Original interior. The back seats are down cushions. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Wow. So that they repainted it and did the nickel and all that stuff, but
Yeah,
some
but
of...
the interior is original.
Wow. It's like in phenomenal condition.
Yeah. And it's a 357 V8.
Yeah.
It's got 60-degree V8. It's got fork and blade rods and stuff. It's a real smooth running engine.
Wow. Yeah, these are cool.
I gotta fix. There's an exhaust leak up here at the manifold, but it's nice big old motor in there.
Yeah.
This has a neat story too. It's a Houghton intake. I haven't gotten all the backing on this, but the story goes that there was a Lincoln promotion that they wanted to run a whole bunch of different Lincolns up Pikes Peak.
Okay.
And this is, an L model Lincoln that was the first Lincolns when Edsel Ford took over when they bought it. And they had an updraft carburetor that hung between the exhaust manifolds. They'd boil, and all that. So supposedly for this promotion, they came up with this Houghton intake, Hotten, I think, and put this modern Holley 2-barrel on it, and made it a Lincoln part number so that nobody could dispute that they did it so that the car wasn't a dog in this promotion or something like that. I don't know if all that story is really correct, but boy does it make the car run nice.
Really?
So I don't care. It's got the wrong carburetor. It runs good. That's what I care about.
That's cool.
So
yeah, that'll throw people off when you open the hood.
Yeah, exactly. I thought about sort of coloring it a little or putting a shroud around here or something, but I don't care.
This is a car you generally drive with the hood down and just enjoy.
Exactly.
What is this boat? You got
25-foot steam launch. It was built by a guy in Massachusetts. It's a half scale of an 1860s Navy hull that was like a captain's gig. But it's all custom built.
Steam powered boat.
Water tube boiler. You can burn oil or fuel in it or wood in it. It's got a 2-cylinder steam engine in it.
Have you ever had it on the water? Or?
I haven't. I've known the boat for a while.
Obviously,
for 2 years or something, and I just.
It was on the water, obviously.
Oh yeah. He used it a lot.
Wow.
It just has sat for a number of years, so it needs the bottom painted. It is a wood boat, so it leaks. It's got to swell up and seal up and that kind of stuff. But it's in good shape. For
it looks
what
it. Yeah, I was like walking past. I'm like, oh, old boat. Oh wait, what's that on top there?
That's
not normal.
Yeah,
cool.
There's always something extra to it when you're.
Yeah, you gotta. Oh yeah, I remember this truck.
Yeah, the truck's in here. There's 2 Stanleys in here.
Oh, oh, this Stanley. Is this the one you got at Hershey? The other year?
Yeah.
I remember.
What was that now? 3 years ago. Or
I remember we ran Indy as you were loading it up.
Yep.
So what's the?
That's a 1905 Stanley. It's a really rare car. Not necessarily that it's like super desirable. It's an oddball. The flat top hood is the first year that they put the boiler out front.
Okay.
And then the 4-seat car like this. It's the only car that exists like this.
It's got the tiller steering on it.
Yeah, because in 1905 you had the option to get a steering wheel or a tiller, and there's 2 or maybe this is one of 2 or maybe 3 tiller steer 1905 cars that are out there.
Wow.
So it's a pretty odd car.
That's neat.
And then the one in the back's of 1917, which was the first generation of the condensers that had the exhaust condensed in the radiator out front for condenser.
Yeah.
But I always like these with the V-nose and big louvers in the hood, and they just have a smoother body. I really like these cars.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, so it's Friday here at the warehouse, getting ready for Carlisle. Got everything organized and priced. Now it's time to load my trailer. So we're working on getting it packed. Got pallets and pallets and pallets of stuff inside. Working on bringing everything out here, throwing it in the trailer. Steve's here today on warehouse duty, helping me. So we got everything down here. And we got to get it in the trailer. That's the fun part.
All right, we're going to get our hair cut with Kate. We're going to shove a camera in her eyes so she can see what she does all day.
You're late.
3 minutes. We're caught up at Jared's. Show us your world here. Ta-da! Just over here living my best life at the spa. What it's like to be the boss IronTrap.
You know Moon's the boss.
He is the boss. He's at home guarding the house, watching the gutter guys, make sure they're doing everything okay.
No, he's sleeping.
Yeah, that too. Alright, we're getting close to the warehouse here. I'm going to see what Mike and Steve and everybody have been up to. They're loading for Carlisle. They should hopefully be pretty much done by now. But I got to stop and check out and see what's going on and see if we need to add any extra stuff in here. 39's been running awesome. It's pretty much, you know, it's one of the first long drives I've taken in it since last, well, not long, but, you know, actually driven it around for a day since last summer. So it's doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. So let's see what these guys are working on. Mike's new truck, new to him. Got the trailer here, Mike's new trailer, new to him. They got it all closed up. They might be full already. Let's see what's going on. Ah!
I put the headphones in and I was like, I bet you he's gonna come and scare me. God dang it.
All right.
The paint on these are super thick. Like I was hitting that with a wire wheel and that barely did anything.
Yeah, it's like baked on enamel or something. Holy moly. Well, we'll have to keep stripping them so they look good.
I don't know if we'll be able to take them to Carlisle. There might be a
Another day project.
like it doesn't stop.
No. Like Matt said, it's like blowing the block out on a flathead. You just have to say when at some point.
Like pulled the chute. And we're getting some pieces that are pretty wet now, so we're getting.
Yeah, good.
Might be getting down to where the root.
Should almost let it sit for a couple days with no water in it. Let it totally dry out.
I don't know. I think we're doing.
Whoa.
We're doing pretty good here.
Yeah.
The stroll car is gonna look like a barn find again. It's covered in dust and fuzz. Any raccoon poop so we can make it look authentic?
There might be some of that in there yet. You never know.
I feel like we're all gonna die of something early from all this.
Oh, absolutely. It'll be feces related.
I feel a chunk. Up there's our acorn we've been hearing.
Oh, we got the acorn?
Nice.
I gotta hang it off my freaking hat.
Every now and then you could hear the acorn come loose in there and start rapping. Oh my god!
Holy crap!
It's getting worse. I thought it was almost done.
I think we're just getting...
Yeah, we're just getting warmed up.
How did anything even flow through this radiator?
That's what we're saying. This thing has to run so cool now when it's done.
Exactly.
This proves how good an old engine is again. Pull the chute. No, right here. Oh.
I'm waiting for a whole mouse to come flying out.
We didn't see any bones yet. But... Right, yeah. I can see a piece right there. I got part of
it. Hey guys, it's Saturday. I have my helper back here in the back seat. Wave, buddy. Say hi. So we took a quick trip down to Norristown, Pennsylvania to visit our screen printer. We're getting new shirts made for the spring, a new design. So we're gonna head up into his shop and we're gonna check it out, see the printing machines and everything, and show you guys the new design. So just waiting for him to pull up, and then we'll take a ride in probably the second coolest elevator, because ours is a little neater. Oh, is that a cool elevator? You're silly. All right, and we get a little tour. This is Kyle, everyone, from Soaked in Ink Printing.
Hello.
We get a little tour of the shop.
Let's do it. Got our backstock area over in this area. All incoming orders come in and we get shuffled through the process. It's our ink mixing table, all our different pigments for water-based printing and plastic salt printing. A ton of surplus stuff I collected over the years, all different colors.
Collected.
And this is our production floor. We are dedicated workhorse saber fans. So this is our Big Daddy press that we hold.
How many colors can you do on this? 10, right?
I can do up to 10, yeah. Up to 10. And I think the most I did on it was 9, so I'm waiting for that one special customer to be with 10 colors.
Yeah, and this is automated. You put the shirt on and it does its thing by itself.
Completely automated. And if we wanted to go old school with it and go caveman style.
This is what all of our stuff was printed on back in the day.
All of it. Everything. Even the shirt you're wearing now.
Oh, yeah.
little muscle. Now we keep it here for smaller jobs, or like you see here, like little tag prints and stuff like that. But she's all reliable. If anything happens with that press, I'll still have no problems jumping on.
Yeah, all of the original IronTrap stuff was printed on this bad boy by hand, one shirt at a time.
One shirt at a time.
Then you got this massive dryer.
Yeah, this baby gets it really nice and hot in here, but it takes care of all the shirts.
Yeah, for sure.
But we can't leave out the view here.
Oh, it's true. We have a beautiful view of Norristown.
A beautiful Norristown.
It does make it worth it when it is hot in here.
It does.
Look at that. So where can everyone find you on social?
On social media, check us out on Instagram. Is your best bet. Instagram is at Soaked in Ink Printing.
And your email, the info email is?
info@soakedinink.com is the email, and our website is soakedinink.com.
Yep, and you ship wherever, right?
Anywhere we can get it to, or UPS could take it to, we'll get it there.
Cool. All right, thanks for the tour, man. We'll get the shirts home and check them out.
Hell yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, finally got time to go through, pull out some shirts so we can take a look at them. This is our new IronTrap equipped design, only in black for right now. We're trying to figure out what other colors we want to print, but simple breast logo. Then we have the Arden 33 on the back. I want to say thank you to Nick Dart Design for doing a fantastic job on these shirts. He also did our flathead design and killed both of them. And also thank you to Kyle from Soaked in Ink for always providing killer t-shirt prints. He does a fantastic job. So these will be available at Carlisle first. If you're headed to Carlisle, you guys get first dibs. After Carlisle on Sunday the 24th, I'll be putting them up on the web store for sale. So head to there on Sunday morning to grab your shirt. These will be available from now on for a little while. So if they go out of stock, we'll be restocking them as fast as we can. Matt and I will be at Jalopy Rama in Maryland on May 5th, I believe it is. I'll put the date here if I'm incorrect. It's a killer show in Maryland. This year, their feature is 32 and 40s. There's probably gonna be a ton of Ford 32 and 40s, but it's any year or any make and model, as long as it falls in 32 and 40. So there's gonna be a bunch of killer cars. We're gonna be taking the Schroll Coupe and some parts to sell in the swap meet. So we'll have a nice little setup in the swap meet. The Schroll car will be there for you to check out, some merch. So if you're in the area, planning on coming to the show, come check us out. Other than that, thanks guys for watching another weekly vlog. We get into wild stuff all week long. So thanks guys for watching. Catch you later.